Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Nova War
and Maximus Black,
and we are apparently bringing you a match between Charlie Sheen and somebody else, because who else can possibly be BiWinning?
Us.
Sure,
we're winning all the time.
I'll agree with that. I will agree with that.
Yeah, although today we weren't winning so much. But
not at all. We were by losing today.
Yes, we were. But we won't get into it.
But yeah, and we can't hit anybody up with that noise, can we?
Yeah, we can. It's actually
really?
new enough. Yeah.
Seriously?
It is.
Wow, it's been that long.
Yes.
Holy smokes!
That's what she said.
All right, well, hit me up with the noise.
Bow.
Up here in the top position of Metalopolis is BiWinning, and over here in the bottom position, we're looking at GoldenBear.
Nice.
I actually haven't heard about Mr. Sheen in a really long time.
I have. Apparently, his show, his thing was doing bad, and then it started doing good, and then I haven't heard anything since then.
Are you talking about like the live act?
Yeah, the live where he was going around. He was just
because the first one apparently didn't go over so hot.
No, well, people were expecting him to go out and tell jokes and stuff, but he's not a stand-up comedian. He's just going out there being Charlie Sheen.
Yeah,
and apparently one dude was like screaming and booing him and stuff, and then he basically went on the Charlie Sheen went on the microphone and was like, "I already have your money."
And then
then left.
Oh, look at this Sheen reference. Very nice. Yes, indeed, it is a Sheen reference, and we're making one right now.
Yep.
But yeah, no, I guess at one point he just had like a Snoop Dogg did a music video for him or something.
Do you know who's replacing him on the show?
Oh Lord, no! I knew he was getting replaced, but I had no idea who. Is somebody tell me it's bad?
It's Ashton Kutcher.
No.
Yes.
No, that's horse shit. You are lying to me right now.
How the hell could I come up with something like that, Adam?
I don't know, but it just sounds so terrible that it can't possibly be true.
Yep, it's actually, and you know who's replacing Steve Carell on
The Office?
The Office.
Oh Lord, who?
I'm pretty sure it's either Will Ferrell or Justin Timberlake. It was one of the two.
What?
Yeah.
Really?
Will Ferrell made a couple of guest appearances on there already.
Yeah.
But anyways, enough about the show. It's like we're friggin' sitting here.
No, you know what? I can totally see Will Ferrell doing it, and I would watch it.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Will Ferrell.
Yep. But anyways, back into the game. Sorry, we just kind of having a conversation there.
We haven't seen anything of any importance yet, really.
Yeah,
I mean, we're just getting the Roach War now, so there's nothing out of the ordinary happening.
Cybernetics Core is just about to finish here in about 10 seconds for Mr. BiWinning. He is sitting on quite a bit of chrono, but I'm sure he's going to be using that for his Warp Gate research.
Yep.
Still no expansion for the Zerg player quite yet. If I take a look at the units, we still have 16 drones to 17 probes. Right now, I think that the Protoss player is ahead by just a little bit. Right now, if I was GoldenBear, I would either be getting a fast expansion or I would be doing a 7 Roach Rush.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to ask.
Because you're such in close positions that a 7 Roach Rush could actually work fairly well against the Protoss player. But the main key is if you're doing a 7 Roach Rush or if you're doing a fast attack with Roaches, doesn't necessarily have to be a 7 Roach Rush, but you need to bring an Overlord up with you so you can get that high ground, because you know that the Protoss player is going to get out some sentries.
Yep.
And I've seen this a bajillion times.
I do it too.
You need to get an Overlord over there so you can see that high ground. So if you go over here and take a look at the choke, that way you can attack the gateway from the side and force him to come down.
Yeah.
If you don't, he's just going to keep force fielding up.
Off and off and off. In worst case scenario, you also get split.
Yeah,
and you're really messed up. Yeah. But yeah, I'm surprised. I was going to say, I was wondering if you were thinking the same thing about the 7 Roach Rush, because a lot of times now, and I know this replay is kind of old, but a lot of times it was an expansion first, then Roaches coming, so I was really thinking that it would probably be expansion first. We are seeing an expansion now.
No, at least he's getting expansion. He's doing a good job. It's not quite a 7 Roach Rush. 7 Roach Rush is a little bit more aggressive than this.
It's about the same timing, though. I mean, it's
but
pretty close.
Yeah, it's not. Anyways, it's not it, but he is going up with Roaches regardless.
Yeah.
But we do have a couple of Stalkers, a Sentry and a Zealot, 2 Stalkers now, another Sentry. Wow, getting heavy Sentries. And he might have caught him there at a very good time. Gonna go in here and do some... Oh, one of the Sentries does go down. He's gonna be able to pick off a Bob there, and he needs to back off. He does not want to toy with this Protoss. He's gonna need a little bit more reinforcements before he should go up there and poke his head in any more than what he has already done. Still doing a good job at continuously building both players. Minerals are down very, very low, which is good to see that they're actually spending their money. Protoss now getting an expansion as well because he can.
Well, yeah, now that I think he was working towards this expansion in the first place. You see this pylon go down, you know they're going to slowly, they're probably going to put something like a forge here, and they start making a wall slowly over here.
So what was this, a 3-gate fast expand?
Yes. It looks like it was. Yes, indeed, it was the 3-gate fast expand, which is a very, very dangerous build. We actually did one not long ago of a game, and it does work really, really well. And there was actually a period where you did a lot of these, and it is super effective.
We're going to have a battle here.
We are going to have a battle here.
That's
and here
a lot
go.
of roach. He needs to back off.
Oh,
nice force fields.
Epic force fields.
Giving him enough time to piece out of there. Those force fields were try-winning.
Yes, indeed, they were. Very accurately, actually. Very nice use of try.
You like that?
Very nice. I want to see some quadra winning.
That's 4.
Yes.
What's 5? Hexa? Or is
that's 6.
Whatever, I tried. What's 5 then, Mr. I know everything? Bet you don't know.
Penta?
Penta? Yeah, you could be right. Here we go! A big attack over here now with some more sexy force fields. Doing all kinds of damage. Ooh, yeah.
Loving it, loving it, loving it. Very nice use. You know, he's only using minimum force fields, which is the greatest thing
you need to do.
You absolutely need to. I'm definitely bad for just going, force fields like this whole everything, just all force fields all over the place, and so it can get really messy, and you definitely waste more energy than necessary. That can you know, it reduces the number of force fields you can do when there's multiple attacks. It also reduces Guardian Shield, you know, which can be very, very useful.
Guardian Shield is always useful.
Oh, definitely. Just reduces, but what is it by 30%? What is it, 30%?
30%,
I think
for the most part. I know that
1 or 2 damage. I think something like that.
It's very, very good. And you know what? A lot of people make that mistake is using too much force fields, and they forget. They think that force fields is the answer for everything. And sometimes all you really need is a nice Guardian Shield, and you can take out the units that are in front of you instead of always trying to split them. Now, don't get me wrong, this guy is doing some seriously good force fielding, but you know, Guardian Shield be nice to see some Guardian Shield.
And we're a little bit late on the layer right now. We are actually seeing a bit of a push here from BiWinning. He's going to get down here and see how much damage he can do. No pylon for reinforcement's sake, but GoldenBear does have quite a few units here. It's going to be very difficult. He's going to have to use force fields again to escape, probably. He's going to get out of here just with his life. There's no
he's trying to trap him.
He's
trying to trap him. He's going to try to go up that ramp.
Go up here and get him.
Yeah, and then cut him off. You look at him. He's toying with him. He's like, "Come on, take a look at his ass. Come and get it. Oh yeah, look at that. Yo, look at my ass. Huh? Come on, come get it."
So it's kind of like a night at the Dome.
Yes.
Great. Again, like 5 people are.
Halifax's nastiest nightclub.
Dirtiest. It's actually called the Dirty D.
Yeah, it is. Actually, if you go in there, there's actual dirt on the bathroom walls.
It's not. Is that dirt?
Well, it's either that or doo-doo butter.
Wow.
I'd like to think it's dirt.
Did you just actually say doo-doo butter?
I definitely did.
That is the first time in our 11-year friendship I've heard doo-doo butter come out of your mouth.
Are you serious?
I've never, you know what, to be legit, I don't think I've ever even heard doo-doo butter in my life.
Well, there you go. Now you heard it.
Now,
add that in your vocab, sir.
Learn something new
A new LAGTV word, doo-doo butter.
Doo-doo butter. Oh, it's bad. It's like going back to elementary school all over again. We do have Macaps up here in the base. He is getting some nice information. Noticing that there's not a lot going on here. And a lot of people also, I mean, here's a layer up here. A lot of people I've been noticing these days have been making their expansions the layer. Because usually it's the first thing to be attacked. Gives it that extra HP.
Yep.
And so that happens a lot. I'm not sure why he put it up here, but you know, I don't think in the grand scheme of things it makes a huge difference because it is so easily defended. This is a very close base, and so you know, it's not anything major for him. Building up a lot of roaches.
Yeah, that is a crap ton of roaches
everywhere. And on the other side, we're finally seeing an Immortal out. I'm actually surprised we haven't seen Immortal sooner. We are getting a Robo Bay as well, so we're going to see some giraffes on the field pretty soon, I believe, as well. I would almost rather just a lot of Immortals for all of these roaches.
I mean, GoldenBear is going basically mass roach with some nicelings in there to complement it, you know, get a nice surround.
It's just enough to, you know, get some of that extra DPS, I think, in there, but it's nothing to threaten, say, a group of Immortals or something like that.
Well, no, as long as there's some good force fields, which this guy's been doing, but it looks like we're going to have a nice big attack here. Here we go. Oh, nice!
And a Guardian Shield goes.
Wow. Oh, okay.
Let's go and everywhere.
Okay. Cutting those units in.
And look at the Zealots trapping them all in here, getting all sorts of damage done. There is stuff happening all over the place. He was definitely outnumbered a great deal, but because of those force fields, and he's got 4 more Stalkers.
There's the Guardian Shield.
Epic Immortal just doing as much damage as possible. There's still a lot of roaches here on the field,
Look
but
at these
force fields everywhere. I can't even keep track of them anymore. And how have these sentries survived this long? I don't know, but they still have lots and lots.
Wow.
Wow. That was well done. He was outnumbered
big time
by a lot.
Big
of
time.
units,
But those
look
force
at
fields.
it. What is this?
Getting some gold.
Getting some gold. Get that gold.
Get that gold, player.
Get that gold.
Where's my money, bitch?
Damn, force fields. Sour about those force fields. Gold. I can't blame him. He just got force field.
Now
stomped.
he's getting a Spire. Now I don't know if I solely agree on getting.
All of these stalkers. Why Spire?
I have no idea.
Only thing is for harassment.
Yep.
And I haven't seen micro this guy good enough to be keeping up with harassment and everything else.
Not at all. We do have some upgrades going for BiWinning. Do we have a giraffe out on the field?
Oh, we have a giraffe
Oh,
now.
boy.
And does he have, I don't think, no, it's on his way. That's still
Thermal Lance
quite
is
a
going.
bit
He
off.
can chrono that.
We still have about a minute left before he has that, and so there is a bit of time to go, but I don't think he's going to have any threat of attack for a little bit. I actually don't think the Zerg's even going to press. After that attack, I think the Zerg is really concerned about that. He's probably going to build up. You're seeing him now upgrade as well. He's getting definitely a little bit antsy. Very nice unit composition. I'm loving the Zealots. That's a great number of Zealots to get up front. Great amount of sentries in here. How many do we have? This is I like 4 or 5 sentries. I don't like going up beyond 6. You waste too much gas on units that you could have gotten otherwise, and you really, I mean, you don't need more.
You don't need any more, no.
And here we go. And
more splitting.
More
Oh my
splitting
God,
indeed. And look at this. Bringing it back around. One more right here.
Oh, look at them. They're chasing the drive. The drive is going to go back. Oh my God, is he going to go down? It's going to be really close. He just got a one-way ticket to the zoo, and it's $10.50 admission fee, and he just got his candy ass handed to him.
G goes up, and man, freaking Imba match, close positions, cry more, good sir. You just got out microed hard. That
was embarrassing how bad that micro was.
Oh,
he said, hey,
man.
you got double the units than I do. Hey, let me cut those in half, and then let me cut the cut in half ones and cut those in half.
He was making French fries all over that shit.
He was BiWinning all the time.
He was winning everywhere right now. Definitely living up to his name. But very nice job. You know, the Zerg's biggest fault, non-stop roaches. He needed to get out of roaches long ago.
Yeah, well, you know, roaches. I don't know if he should have got out of roaches. He needed something else. He needed maybe some infestors. I don't know what he could have done there. His macro was slipping. He popped his head in on places that he really shouldn't have.
He needed more Zerglings.
Yeah, I think that roaches wasn't his problem. I just think he needed something else. Really?
I think he needed more Zerglings. I think he had the right idea when he was getting that Spire, but he needed Zerglings to back that.
Well, you know what?
Up.
He was playing a guy with some sick force field micro.
Oh,
that's what it boiled down to.
That's what it boiled down to. Look,
I don't care what you got.
Still had 4 sentries left. Was just winning all over the place. But ladies and gentlemen, that is another ladder match sent in by the fans here, LAGTV in Canuckville, Canada. That is not in Vancouver, just in case you were wondering.
I know everybody thinks we're in Vancouver.
Everybody thinks we're in Vancouver, but hell no.
We're actually on the other side of Canada.
We're on the other side of Canada, but because you know why? Canuckville doesn't actually exist. But ladies and gentlemen, this has been LAGTV coming to you from the fine locale, Canuckville, Canada. I am Nova War.
And I'm Maximus Black.
We'll see you soon.
Peace out.